I'm UnevenFangs, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build skyscrapers in Minecraft. Now, most of your skyscrapers that you build would look something like this. Now, believe it or not, this is actually considered quite okay for a normal skyscraper in Minecraft. But today I'm going to be showing you a better and simpler way to build skyscrapers in Minecraft. Now, I am going to be using World Edit, which is something you don't necessarily have to use, because yeah, you can also build skyscrapers without World Edit. So with that, let's get on with the video. Now, using these 4 simple blocks, we can actually start by making the ground floor of the skyscraper. Now, for this ground floor of the skyscraper, it is quite boring. It's just a door, and the rest is just repeated, but just without the door. So now I'm going to be showing you how to build something that looks a little bit more detailed. So what you want to start with is you want to start with a line. Now, you don't have to exactly copy the dimensions. I hope that you guys will change some of it up so that it will be more original and nicer to look at. So you can do something like that. As you can see, there is a dent in, which will give it more depth. And then you just create a nice little square, but with a dent in, around the entire skyscraper. Now, once you have came up with a plan that you sort of like, what you can do is you can start mixing in another color for extra detail. For example, now I'm using light blue concrete, and now what you can do is you can go on all the sides and just add something like that as the framework and the structure post, just like that. And this will obviously already add a lot more detail to your build. Now, once you are done, you want to add some glass around. Now, you don't have to, and for some reason my Optifine just decided not to work, and yeah, I have to use the non-Optifine version of Minecraft, which sucks. But yeah, you know, you have to use the original sometimes. And yeah, so it looks horrible. Alright, so what you want to do now is you want to replicate this glass all over the entire skyscraper, as modern skyscrapers tend to have a lot of glass surrounding them. Now, I swapped out some of the normal glass panes for some white glass panes, and now we have to add the roof over the entire build. So now you just want to bring these pillars up 1 block and just continue building it the same way you would normally build. Now, once you have finished building this roof for the main basement, what you want to do now is you want to build the levels of the skyscraper. So what we can start with is, now there's 2 ways to do this. You can either ignore this dent and then just build over it like that, or you can shape the skyscraper, which is a very important detail in building. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually continue this weird U shape of the skyscraper and bring it all the way up. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by building 1 level of this skyscraper. Now, once you are done building this 1 level of it, you can do this optional step, which I think will greatly change your skyscraper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna add a pattern to it, but not this kind of pattern like repeated like that. I'm actually gonna add a centerpiece to this, which I think will bring the build together quite well. So I'm actually gonna go 1 block in, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this thing all the way up, and then sort of build a pattern around it. Now, I'm not gonna detail it yet, because what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna stack this layer all the way up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to have to copy this entire section. As you can see, I've actually not finished it, so I'm gonna finish that now. Oops, building so bad today. So you just do that, and once you've copied this entire section, what you want to do is you want to use the command // stack, go up as high as you want, and then up. By doing this, you've just copied the entire building. Now, as you can see, you can already start to see the skyscraper coming together, which is a really cool thing. Now, that's cool, but for some reason the glass decided to glitch out. So what you can do now is you can actually start to detail this part of your skyscraper. What I'm gonna use is some polished andesite slabs, And using the polished underside slab, you can create this sort of zigzaggedy pattern over here. Just doing this will greatly improve the looks of your Minecraft skyscraper. Now as you can see, just by adding this pattern, the entire skyscraper already look a lot better. So now what you can do is you can start by adding the final level of the skyscraper. Now most people want to build this like a penthouse or something like that, which is what I'm gonna do because that's what most people would build skyscrapers for. So now I'm gonna build a penthouse. It is actually not that difficult. All you have to do is you just have to replicate this design by making it slightly bigger and change up a little bit of stuff. So unfortunately my replay mod decided to crash and delete all the footage. So here's another footage of me building the roof for the skyscraper. I hope you enjoy. So let's just assume this is the roof for the skyscraper. What you want to do now is you want to cut it up into different sections. So I want to have some balconies over over the roof. So what I'm gonna use is some glass paint, white stained glass paint, and then I'm just gonna create a balcony by doing that. Now in the video there is something at the side over here which I'm not gonna build because yeah, I'm too lazy to rebuild the entire skyscraper. So I'm just gonna build a roof, something like that. So now you want to build two walls over here. So now you just sectioned out this area and this area. Now if you want, you can actually create another balcony over here, but then there will be way too many balconies. Sometimes it may work, sometimes it may not. So next what you want to do is you just want to build up wall. You can add windows at the side if you want. What you can add on to your balconies over here is a nice penthouse rooftop garden. You can do that just by replacing some of the concrete with grass blocks, as you can see over here, and then add some leaves and some rose bushes, just like that, and then just scatter them around, add some leaf structures randomly, and then there we go. You can create rooftop swimming pools if you want. Oh, and now it's raining. So yeah, that's about it on how to build roofs on top of skyscrapers. Now there we go, we have built the penthouse. And now what we can do now is we can actually start filling in the floors. I'm not going to do the interior, but I'm just going to be filling up the floors from the first level all the way to the last level. I think it's 10 levels, yeah. Now once you are done building your floors or your interiors or stuff like that, what you can do is you can actually come up all the way to the top, and you can actually start building ventilations and vents and stuff like that. So using iron blocks and some rails, you can actually create a sort of like a ventilation shaft thing, just like that. And then what you can do is using cobblestone walls and cobblestone slabs, you can go diagonally of where's the wall? Cobblestone wall, and then you can go diagonal of that, build it up, and build something like that. And then what you can do now is you can also start by adding some solar panels. Yes, and then you just do that, and then using the daylight detectors over here, you can just place them down and they will act like solar panels. So there we go. These are a few simple steps on how to build an easy skyscraper. As you can see, this skyscraper and this skyscraper, they use the exact same steps, but this skyscraper is obviously a lot better. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, be sure to watch the next one, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.